In the shadow of the Word of Life mural that some call Touchdown Jesus, hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic light show ahead of this showdown. Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Here's the handoff. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The give to the fullback. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Running behind that left side. Look out, he's got room. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll sneak it. Scores on the sneak.
This This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Dropping back, it's Horvath. Finds his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Boy, and last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games, the thrilling comfort behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronick in this offense, man. It's so different. They show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, it made them even harder to stop a year ago.
Yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple option, and now you've got some different elements factoring into this as well. Big expectations. That win against Oklahoma got Navy fans really excited for this year.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Flanagan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Love. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Pauling. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Power football with the run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Jordan.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Kent. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Leaves it with the back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Navy will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the ground with the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Gives it on the option. Going to try the upside. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Toss sweep right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll keep it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running the option. It's Horvath. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Horvath. Grabbed in the middle, it's Howard. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Creates a little room. On his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when he catch you, big fella.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Chapman. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. No good. And that wall they need to climb to get back in this one, guys, is still 20 points high. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Takes a handoff. It's Love.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Calls his own number.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. The give on the inside. Gets it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now the pitch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you're a defense and they run the triple option, it is exhausting. You literally have to make sure you focus on your guy. They did an unbelievable job taking away the options. Quarterback had nowhere to go with the football. They strung him out towards the sideline. Great positive play by this defense.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got his man on the outside. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Run it with the fullback. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Navy will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. The option look. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Sends it back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. After the filthy move, he's got room. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Trying to turn the corner on the left. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to throw, it's Carr. Right on the money. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Back to pass, it's Horvath. With the catch, it's Chapman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Howard. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for a big gain. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Rides to back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. Got it, looking for a first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Touchdown, Irish! Great job by the back on the option.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Fights off a defender. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll keep it himself. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So now it's 2nd and long. The give as they work on that clock. Got the first down and more. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here.